In permaculture, I'm learning that it's all about the whole ecosystem. From the birds that might peck into your tomatoes a little bit, they're also flying all around, eating the worms, and they're pooping up your whole garden when they're doing that. I have moles everywhere, and I'm learning that, like right here was a mole path. He had a mound right here. He's like going across. Here's my hand. There it is. Going across. It was just like that. And I learned if I simply did this a couple of times, the mole simply learned that he didn't need to make a tunnel right there. And I bet you he's going like down lower or something. And also, I'm learning that the moles are actually building channels that direct the water into the soil. But the observation I want to talk about today is mosquitoes in my storm shelter. My storm shelter is serving two purposes. Of course, if there's a Category 5 tornado, I'm going to jump in there. But I'm not going to care if I'm standing in water if I got massive winds above me, because this is also a water storage. Okay, here's an observation. I just want to record what I just did. Okay, this is what I observed. Okay, here's my storm cellar. It's full of water right now, and I was thinking I need to probably pump the water out, but I also wanted to see how many mosquito larvae was in there. This is mosquito season. It's full of water. It's been full of water for about 2 months. And so I opened it up and I was going to check it out. Well, as soon as I opened it up, it was covered with spider webs. This whole space from there to there. I mean, it was just spider webs from side to side to side to side. And so, of course, the first thing that a human does is, man, you got to get those spider webs out of your walking space. So, of course, I did, and I got my broom, and I went down here, and I cleaned out all the spider webs, so I could go down to look at all the mosquito larvae that should be down here. Now, we are in the middle of, you can't see it at all. Well, you don't need to see it, because there isn't any mosquito larvae in here. But right before I wiped out all the spider webs, there was all these little spots in there. And I wish I hadn't done it. I wish I would have looked. But I bet you anything that was mosquitoes. It's like, I don't know. You know, permaculture works with the whole entire ecosystem, with Mother Nature, the whole thing. And so, I don't know. It's like the spider webs kept all the mosquitoes from going in there. I know that's not completely right, but anyway, that's just an observation. One more note. I moved here 2 years ago, and when I did, I cleaned this whole thing completely out. It was immaculate. It was, I swept it out. I even vacuumed it out. It was really, really nice in there. And I cleaned all the spider webs out. Well, it rained all of our East Texas torrential rains. And when it got to be like 2 feet of water in there, and I opened it up just like I did today, it was full of mosquito larvae. I know I said that was the last note. I want to make one more little note. I want to update on the tomato plants. Okay, this was the bed that I reported. Okay, you know, I had to take all the dirt out of this bed, and this is the plants that are growing in it. The cucumbers are actually doing pretty good, but okay, tomato plant. Look how tiny this poor little guy is. Another tomato plant. I mean, you can just barely see him. Okay, these tomato plants were all germinated at the same time. Look at this tomato plant. I wish I could show it better. It's huge. I have 3 cages on it. Where's the other cage? There it is. And there it is. It's doing tremendously. It really is all about the soil. This is the compost that I had from last year that went in this garden. He's sort of vegetarian, or part vegetarian. Hey man, if you would just try the kale or collard greens, I promise they would taste better than just grass. Wow. I wonder what he is. I wonder what those are. It's really fun learning about all this stuff.